So hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today, something slightly different and something I've always wanted is an e-bike. And I got contacted by Engwe, who are a company based in China. They're distributing areas here in North America, in Canada and America. It's designed in California, and they approached me and said, would I fancy doing a review on one of their e-bikes? Now I'm here in Canada, I don't have a bike. There's an awful lot of space here in Canada, an awful lot of bike trails, local park in Gatineau, down the waterfront. There's absolutely miles and miles and miles of tracks and trails. So I thought this something would really suit me for some wildlife photography. So I thought, why not? I had a chat with them. They found me a great all-terrain bike here, which is the X20 by Engwe. And it's an all-terrain foldable bike, which is great. So I can just fold it up, store it in the back of the car, and then go off to Gatineau Park with my photography kit. Out I get, go onto the trails, do some wildlife photography and have the bike with me. So really excited guys. It's a long range bike as well. So it's good for endurance. In the eco mode, you can actually get up to 150 kilometers in this bike. So really, really good endurance. And it's got a dual battery system as well on this one, which is really, really good. So it's a 1,000-watt brushless motor on this. So it's got plenty of power there. It's got very, very, very thick tyres, as you'll get to see when we do the build. It's a Shimano. It's got 8 gears as well on the bike itself. It's got hydraulic disc brakes, which is really, really good. Its weight is 37.2 kilograms. So it's a fair weight there, guys. And its maximum payload is 150 kilograms. So with me on, I weigh 80 kilograms. So I can actually then fit in excess of nearly double my body weight onto that bike. So if I'm carrying heavy camera gear, I've got this little seat at the back, I can strap stuff on, and I can carry my kit with me. If I'm going camping even, out on the tracks and trails for a day or a couple of days, this is ideal. It's got 22.2 ampere hours batteries fitted. It's a dual battery, so plenty of juice there, guys, as well. And it takes up to about 7 hours to fully charge. And as I said, it gives you that endurance of about 150 kilometers, which is absolutely superb. So it's an all-terrain bike. It's the X20. And it's designed for long range and off trails with those very, very thick tyres. So now I'm going to attempt to get the bike out the box, set it up, see how long it takes, and then once it's all set up, go through, get it all done as I need it, properly adjusted, and then hopefully I'll be able to hit the trails tomorrow, go out along one of the long trails along the Ottawa River, and hopefully go out and do some wildlife photography with the bike in tow. I'm also going to head off to Gatineau as well in the car, unload the bike, as I say, it's foldable, get the bike out and then hit those trails. It's going to allow me to do a lot more for my photography. That endurance, that distance, as I said, the payload it can take, ideal for me, and it will take the terrain as well. So it's got very, very thick tyres as well, which are super. We'll probably highlight and touch on the specs as we go when I'm out in the field, on the bike, along the river, and see how we get on. I've never been on an electric bike before, so this is the first time for me, and it's the first time I've properly assembled a bike as well. So lots of fun ahead, guys, so see how we get on. So here we are, guys, here's the bike. Now out its massive box. Yep, quite a weight there, but my God, these tyres are so thick. And it looks like most things are pretty much assembled already. So I've only got to do the basic assembly here. So I've got seat, rear seat, pedals to put on, and I think that's pretty much it. I've got to put the handlebars on. So a really, really easy assemble. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to put it together, which is just as well, because playing around with the gear mechanisms at the back and things like that, you know, I just haven't really got the experience messing around with bikes like that. So, I mean, obviously in time I can get to use the bike. I can then work out the maintenance routine of it and look after it. I've got the Illustrated Parks catalogue with me on my laptop, so I can make sure I do everything correctly. They've got a nice lot of instructions with it. You can have a look on the website and it just downloads the instructions. It's not massively long and it goes into the specs and things like that, but pretty self-explanatory, guys. But I tell you what, it looks absolute quality. So I was given the choice of a colour in grey or black, so I've gone for the black. It looks amazing. Looks like it's got rear suspension there, which looks like a motorbike, but it's come well packaged, really, really good padding there, some good rubber caps on everything to stop it getting scratched and banged in transit. Really, really well done. It's got rear mud guards there as well, which is superb. Yeah, happy days. It looks like an absolute beast, but I'm going to get all the tyre wraps off, all the packaging, see where we are, and then start putting this bike together. Just get these last little bits off, just put some protection underneath so I don't scratch it onto the concrete. Take it all off, see where we are, tidy up the area, and then we'll start to put it together as per the instructions. So guys, that's the bike fully unpacked now. All the protective wrapping, tyre wraps, etc. is gone, unless we've got some bits to assemble. So over in the corner there, we've got the, looks like the AC charger, got a set of pedals there, got a mudguard. It looks like we've got a stand, piece of metal, and I'm not sure what it is yet. A couple tyre wraps, all the tools you need, main seat and rear seat. That's it. Set of keys and a little pack to put your tools in. And there we have it, guys. So that's the main part of the packaging there, as well as the bike. And we've got, all importantly, the instruction manual, guys. So quite self-explanatory there. It's got about assembly there in English. Happy days. It's got parts catalogue as well. Tells you what accessories you got with it. Pretty straightforward, guys, to put together. Let's hope. Let's start to get this this bike assembled. So, guys, I've had to move into the garage now because it's absolutely baking out there. I think it's another like 28, 30 degrees today. So I've just brought it inside now just to finish off. Coming on real well, actually. It's so well laid out. The instructions are self-explanatory. The online videos there as well if you need it. But it's looking good. So far I've done the main seat, the lights at the back, lights at the front, handlebars, the electrics plugged in at the back. I think next we've got front mudguard, and we've got the wheel, and we've got the rear seat to go on at the back. And then that's pretty much it, guys. And then I'll literally read through the rest of the instructions there. Set up the electrics because we've got a little console in the middle of the handlebars there, which obviously controls your speed, battery power, and all that sort of stuff, I'd imagine. We'll go through that. But it is an absolute beast. What a beautiful looking bike. A real beauty. So we're going to get on, have a nice cuppa just to keep me going, and hopefully we'll be done in the next 20 minutes. So guys, got the last finishing touches now. Going to get the front wheel on, front guard as well. Just finish off a few little bits, and I think we're there, good to go. So last bit to go, guys. All finished now. The Engwe X20 all-terrain bike is now up and running. Tyres inflated, everything's on. Fantastic. Took me a few hours, a bit longer than I thought, to be honest, but I was just taking things nice and slow. I used the YouTube channel as well for the installation guide, as well as the manual. There was a couple of things there that they missed out. They missed out about the installation of the kickstand and also the front guard as well. But it's quite self-explanatory, guys, so not actually that difficult. But I think you'll agree, what an absolutely cracking bike it is. Had a little pedal around under no power, just literally me and my legs, just to give it a quick check, make sure all's good, check the brakes, all good. So what I'll do now is I've got to stick it in the garage, charge it up for 7 hours, and then tomorrow head out, hopefully along the river, search some wildlife and test the bike out. But thanks for watching along, guys. Looking forward to getting out and putting this bike through its paces. So guys, I'm down on the river. As I said yesterday, just scoping out some birds and any mammals along the water. Is an absolutely amazing day. And I've just test drove bike X20 for the first time, and I've got to say, what an absolute joy it is to ride. I mean, it's so simple, so simple. You've got 5 modes. You've got mode 0, which is under your own steam, mode 1, which goes up to about 5-6 miles an hour, and it goes all the way up, and eventually the top end 5, you get quite a speed. I think I hit about 23 miles an hour. So really, really good. Pedal assist just kicks in. The brakes are amazing. It's a beautiful ride. It really is fantastic. This is going to be an amazing bit of my kit here along the river and around out in Canada along the trails. Suspension's fantastic. Battery pack, just feel the pull, feel the power coming in. My God, it's amazing. And when carrying lots of kit, I'm going to get a little, a carrying rack on the back of the bike as well, so I can fix that on, and I can have some heavier items, bigger bag, etc., tripods, all that sort of stuff, and then I can just take off on this, you know, and I can use pedals, so it's a bit of physical exercise as well as under power. It's got 2 batteries, guys, as well. So the main battery is there, and there's a charging point on that side, and there's another battery around the back of there, which is built into under the saddle system there. Once that battery is depleted and dead, you press the button on top, goes green, and then you run off that battery. So if you go out on one battery, then you can come back on another. So it is absolutely fantastic, really. They don't intermingle, so once one runs down, the other one kicks in. You have to then enable the second battery. But fantastic to have that. So you're not in danger then of getting stuck somewhere and having a really, really hard time trying to pedal all the way back. The assist is superb. Haven't really tried it on any inclines yet, but I think it goes to about 30 degrees and it's pretty damn good. So we'll try that out. But so far the ride is amazing, guys. So I'm going to get back on the bike, head down the river, see if we can find some subjects to photograph. So guys, it's quite self-explanatory here as we're going along. You've got my thumb there, you press, and on the dial it's got normal at the moment on the main display. Press that again, goes to 2, and that kicks in. 3, bike's really picking up. 4, and it really does go. And then you've got your gears on the right hand side there. But it's so easy, and it's an absolute pleasure, guys. It really is. That digital display is a real help as well. We'll go through that a little bit later on. But anyway, back to the ride. Man, this is a total joy. It really is. Just a flick of a switch, off you go. It's amazing, and the power really does kick in. It is awesome. Who wants to go out in a car when you're out in nature like this and you've got a bit of help along the way? Absolutely fantastic. Like I said, guys, 150 kilometers in eco mode endurance. So plenty of juice there to get you out and about. But yeah, it's fantastic. Gonna find a little spot, park up, see if we can get some pictures of some birds on the water. So guys, we've currently got a cormorant on the water here, and just having a little bit of a fish close by. Well guys, you can't hear a pin drop here this morning. It's absolutely beautiful. We've got a fishing cormorant here. It's just on the water. Where's it going to pop up? That's the question. There it is. Beautiful. So still. Lovely. Absolutely beautiful here. Absolutely beautiful. There's not a lot of movement on the water here. It is lovely. I can just imagine a bald eagle coming along here now, catching a fish. it would be lovely to see, but that's one big ass river, so unlikely, but you never know. So this is absolute dream, this is. It really is. Camera strapped to my chest, rucksack on my back, light outfit along the river. Man, it's awesome, absolutely awesome. And the ride is so smooth, so comfortable. You know, it really is fantastic. Can't complain at all. It's just the lumps and bumps are taken out with the shock from the hydraulic suspension. It's just superb, it really is. I mean, and the power's there, we need it. Went up a little incline a moment ago and the power kicked in. It was awesome, absolutely awesome. So this is going to be a lot of fun, guys. You know, when it comes to winter, yes, it's going to be difficult, especially with snow and ice, but absolutely awesome. Anyway, going to enjoy the scenery a bit more. Tell you what I do love, guys, is the seat. The seat is so comfy. I've got like the most uncomfortable bum ever, and every single bike seat I seem to go on, I get a sore ass. And this thing is so comfy. A nice leather seat, nice and spongy, ideal. So that really does help in a situation like this. Really, you know, when you're out for prolonged periods of time, you get a real numb ass. It's a right pain. But so guys, going to pretty quickly go through the settings here. So you've got an info button there. You've also got lights, power on and off, and up and down there is on your power level. So if I was to turn that on at 3, 4, said before, it goes on. So you go through the info button there, just give you basic settings. Speed, so trip time 20 minutes, max speed I've done is 23.2 miles an hour, average speed 10.8, total distance 3 miles, trip distance 3.7 miles, and then your power wattage there. So quite self-explanatory. Up at the top there, that's your power level of your battery, which is still pretty good, and that's the first battery, obviously not the second, which I have to engage if I need to use it. So that's pretty much it, guys. Quite self-explanatory, really easy. This is your throttle up and down if you want to pull forward. These are obviously your brakes, and then you've got your gears on the right hand side. So really self-explanatory. Well, guys, absolute joy that is. I mean, I've not owned a bike since I was 18 years old, and I'm now 48. And although I've been on bikes, not of my own, I've forgotten how much fun it is. You know, with the power assist on this, you know, it's incredible. It makes it just so easy. If I'm carrying loads of kit, I can just take off up here for the day on the bike, stop off. Amazing. Honestly, I just can't believe it, really. I mean, yes, when you're on a bike, it's enjoyable, but having that power assist, though, is just fantastic. It's much more leisurely. You take your time. You've got the power there if you need it. It's just such a joy, guys. On days like this, along a river with a purpose-made cycle track, it is incredible. In Gatineau, I think they've got in excess of nearly, I think, 200 kilometers of bike tracks. So, you know, I could go out and back on 2 batteries, you know, so it's pretty damn good, to be honest. I think it's about 168 kilometers of track. And with the dual battery system on there, that's fantastic. You know, it really is. It's nice to use a bit of effort with your own power as well and just kick in. I mean, I've done about, I think, 11 miles already, and it's only on 96% drain. So, you know, stacks and stacks there. Just quickly show the, at the moment, it's currently running off battery, which is in here. Now, this is an unlock mechanism there. You basically push that in, and then you can bend this whole frame back. You can also undo a latch there and drop that down. So this is a folding bike. So the main battery lives in there. You can take that battery out and charge it separately, or you can just plug it in on the other side where there's a charging point. You see that on the screen above, and then you can just attach it from there. So when you need, and that battery is drained, then you need to move over, you've got a switch on top. If I press it, it goes green, switch it off, goes off. Then that will then disable that one and then kick in with the battery, which is fitted in that column down there. So really self-explanatory, guys. Absolutely superb, really. What more can I say, guys? You know, it really is fantastic. You know, for me now, you know, going out in the car is always a right pain. You know, you're stuck in traffic. But if I need to get along the river here, I can just take off on this and then I'm just zipping up and down, doing my photography on the way. At night as well, guys, it's got lights, so we'll just go through those. We've got a tail light there, which comes on. We've got a light under there as well, so that all comes on. We've also got a light at the front. So it's got all those mod cons as well. So guys, also with the pedals, you can push them in and lock that off. And when you're folding the bike in half and folding the handlebars in, they just snap in a little bit better and they just lock back out again. So really, really easy. So yeah, there we go. That's a bit of an overview of the bike really, guys. And as I said, you can get lots of accessories for it. And good thing about the lights as well, they basically take a reading for the ambient light that's available and they're automatic. And as soon as the light fails, the lights automatically come on. Ideal. You can put them on the front as well if you want to, but that's pretty much it, guys. You know, it is what it is. It's fantastic. And what an absolute joy. Huge smile on my face. And I've just seen a heron coming in to land underneath some of these trees here. So I'm going to get my camera out, leave the bike here, go for a little walk along and see if we can get that heron. Another good feature, guys, worth mentioning is the throttle button there. So as you're trying to pedal off and you haven't got a lot of power assist on, you can push that and it'll help you get going. And then you start to pedal to build up momentum. Really, really does help when you're starting to push because the bike is quite a weight. So just worth mentioning that throttle button is absolutely superb. So guys, I've just come off the river now and I've just hit some woodland trails. Absolutely fantastic ripping around in this. I just overtook two guys coming up a big hill. I felt like such a cheat. They were a lot older than me and I was thinking, God, they're probably thinking, you know, young lad like that or youngish lad like that should be using his own steam rather than using a power assisted bike. But hey, you know, these e-bikes are fantastic. Going through the trails with these big 4-inch fat tires here are fantastic. So just behind me here, we've got a lovely river going all the way up. So we've got like a river shooting off from the main river. So I'm going to park myself down the front there, just see if we've got any kingfishers or anything coming through. Never can tell what will be about. So just make our way down there and have a look. And I found some perfect perches for a kingfisher. So I'm just going to chill out here for a bit, sit, be patient, and hopefully we'll get lucky. You can already see, guys, there's a bit of bark rubbed away on one of these overhanging dead trees, so it looks like a very good spot there for kingfisher. So we'll sit here, be patient for the next sort of half hour, have a little break, and yeah, hopefully something will turn up. So guys, we've just got a great blue heron just coming down through. It's sadly masked by some trees at the minute, but I'm hoping it'll come through. It's just making its way there. There's a small type flycatcher, passerine bird just down the end as well. There's also a lot of bugs here, guys. So guys, there's a button just down there, the I button. If you look on the panel and look down here, we're in normal mode. And if you flick that, eco, and if you flick it again, normal. And it will go into sport mode as well. So guys, we've got a beaver coming along towards me. And it's just swimming towards me now. Amazing. Let's see if I can get down. Lovely, guys, lovely to see this. Oh, it's beautiful. What a lovely species. Amazing. That's great. Awesome to see that beaver just swimming towards me. Saw it coming, got a few shots from a distance, and then I went down river and wait for it to come down to me, lay down on the beach. I obviously got some shots. I've just found out where it's beaver lodges, so just in there. Ideal, nice lodge there. Good little location, lovely. So when it was swimming, it was obviously carrying vegetation as well, I think, below the waterline. I think it was masked, but nice to see a beaver out this time of the morning. Not always the case, but I guess they're busying around, getting ready for the impending cold weather to arrive. But yep, it's going to head back now along the river. Hopefully get some smaller bird species on the way back. We shall see. Great fun though, guys. So guys, got some what looks like red-eye vireos just in here foraging around. Lovely birds and really nice blue head. Oh, fantastic to see, man. Absolutely lovely birds. Lots going on at the moment with the fall and obviously birds on the move. So yeah, lovely to stop and spend time with these warblers along the way. So guys, we've just seen an osprey hunting over the water. It's low anyway and looking around. So I'm going to head down there now, see if I can hopefully see it before it disappears. Light's a bit contrasty, but hey, going to give it a go. So guys, I think I'm going to call that a morning now. I've been out for about 3.5 hours and honestly the smile on my face getting back on a bike has been awesome. I've forgotten how much fun it is. You know, it's been 30 years since I owned my own bike, and although I've borrowed bikes, I've never really done any photography on a bike, and it's just the way to go. Location like this in Canada, endless tracks and trails, beautiful open spaces along the river here. It's been awesome. You know, I've so enjoyed it. It's just unbelievable, really, you know, to have that bike, the endurance of it. I think I've clocked up about 18 miles today. And the battery level's on like 87%, and that's on the first battery. You know, I've done some pedaling, some power assisted, gone through the gear system up to 1 to 5. I had it on kind of 3 most of the time. I've gone up inclines. It's really powered me up there. You know, it's been awesome with a little throttle motion when you want to move your bike around if you're coming off. I've just parked up on the beach here. You know, it's been brilliant. You know, it's quite a heavy bike, but, you know, when you're pedaling even under your own steam, it doesn't feel that bad. Nice thick wheels, great suspension, you know, effortless really, you know, and put that power in if you need it. So easy, doesn't run away with you. It's all under control. The brakes are amazing. Those disc brakes are superb, you know, front and rear. Once you put the brakes on, it really does lock on. And those 4-inch wheels as well, absolutely great, you know, for this sort of terrain. It can definitely deal with like off-roading, as I was in the woodland there, some woodland tracks and trails. Didn't go proper hard on it, but I will do when I get up to Gatineau. I'll be going over some roots, buttresses, over some stony ground, all that sort of stuff. We'll put it through its paces there. Just want a special thanks for sending me the X20. You know, it has been a dream and it's really enlightened my passion now to get out on a bike. And certainly from my photography side, I can load it up with kit up to 150 kilograms, including my weight. So I've got an additional 70 there, so I can bring my prime lenses. I'll get a bike rack on the back, stack my gear in there, strap it down, you know, camera on the front like this today in the cotton carrier, G3 harness. and I'm good to go. You know, it was just a dream to use. So species today, we saw the osprey go over, we've seen the bald eagle, we've seen the beaver, we've seen the kingfisher, we've seen a few smaller bird species on the move as well. Just stopping off as I go. Just if I see anything, stop, park the bike up, kickstand out, camera, job done. Nice bit of photography, move on to the next location. I mean, what more do you want? It's, you know, it's a great way to do some photography on a bike. You know, doesn't have to be an e-bike, guys, just a normal bike. But for me, with all the kit, endless tracks and trails, a lot of them are quite flat, so nice and easy. You know, it's just effortless. You know, it really is. It's been a pleasure. But thanks so much indeed, guys, for coming along with me today. I've really, really enjoyed it, and it's nice to do something different. And I think you'll see me a lot more often now out on my X20 there, cracking the trails and doing some wildlife photography. And as I said, I can do it in the evening as well because of the lights on the bike. So that really allows me then to get out later on in the evenings, and also that endurance with the battery. I can go all the way out on one battery and come back all the way on another. So fantastic, best of both worlds. And the fact that the bike's collapsible, I can put it into its bag, into the boot of the car, job done, rather than taking a bike rack up at the back or then clogging up the car too much. But yeah, my thanks very much indeed for you all for watching today. It's been great. I'm going to head back now, look at the images and do some editing, I think, with a nice cup of tea. But as always, guys, thanks very much indeed for watching, and I'll see you all next time.